Hola, amigos and amigoettes. Welcome back, guys. Today I'm bringing you on a little adventure with my drone. Basically, we're going to go exploring a closed down golf and country club or golf course, whatever it is. Anyway, I stumbled across it by accident while I was out looking at a quarry. And so I went, did a U-turn, popped back around, and decided to go for a flight because it appeared like it was closed down from the road. So I'm gonna kind of just fly around. I don't really know a whole lot about the place, other than that I Googled it and it like opened up in like 1968 or something like that. But I think there was an original golf club here before that or something. Um, and I can't say when it closed. I know that there's a bad review from 2013. And then I saw in 2019 somebody had commented on something saying about playing there, but the grass was up to their knees. So my guess is that it was closed when they did that. I just don't know um, for sure. But when we fly around, I'm going to have a couple of pictures showing stuff that I just found online of back when it was open. And other than that, we can kind of guess as to when it closed. I would say that the place looks in pretty rough shape, so my guess would be several years. I don't imagine it closed in 2019, um, just due to the condition of the grounds. Like, I don't think the golf course would get so run down in that short period of time. Um, I chose not to go explore this on foot, although I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to search YouTube later on and see if anyone else did. Ultimately, I was tempted, but there's big signs out front that says surveillance, even though I'm going to call bullshit because the power lines are disconnected. So probably not. But anyway, there's nowhere to park. Like basically, if you park on the side of the road there, it's pretty easy for them to figure out that you're in there, I thought. So um, I just decided not to. And I'll mention that this backs onto a quarry. This is out in like Milton, Ontario. And there's this one house. I kind of fly around the grounds looking for other houses, but we're going to fly over this one house. My guess was that it was like the caretaker's house or maybe the owner's or something. Unfortunately, I couldn't really find much information on this golf course country club thing other than kind of just, yeah, like a couple of people that, talk about remembering it or something like that. But I'm gonna guess it wasn't like a real prestigious club. It was probably just like a place for the locals to get liquored up and hit a few balls around. Nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? That's okay. But yeah, so here's the house, which would have made for a good explorer too. So I'm gonna have to hit up. I got a couple of local urbex exploring channels I follow. Freak Photography is one, and I think urbex Ontario is another. Um, anyway, there's a few, so maybe I'll browse through their channels and see if any of them have made it in here, and then if not, I don't know. Maybe I'll have to pay my son to go and do it or something because he's really good at exploring abandoned places. Actually, nope, that's a joke. I was joking. One time on another video, I had him go into like a 200-year-old mansion, and I'm like, hey, can you go fly or sorry, can you go run around here filming the house, and I'm gonna go fly the drone around it and make a video. All he did was walked in the front door, got scared of the dark, and went upstairs where it was light. So ultimately, we will not be using him for that, but it would be cool to see what's going on. So if you look at the pictures, the video here, like you can kind of tell, like it looks like it's been kind of closed down for a bit. And here we are using the zoom on the DJI Mini 2. That's what I'm flying this with, is a DJI Mini 2. And there's some breeze in the air, so the drone's kind of wobbling around a little up and down in the air, but nothing terrible. So now I can kind of see, looking on my screen, looks like somebody took the bathtub out and maybe some of the windows out. But these guys love satellite. I'll tell you, they were into their satellite. 4 dishes on one house. That's pretty good. And then over here, we're going to see this was like the little side restaurant area or something, but it's definitely seen some better days. I don't think anyone's sitting out there for a pint and a burger now. Although I bet the place would be salvageable if somebody wanted to. You could probably do like a little flea market here, or you could fix it up and make it a restaurant and stuff, but I just don't know that it was a good location for a restaurant. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere, to be honest with you. Um, yeah, the roof on this side all appears to be good, but the back side was all peeled up, which is weird. So maybe somebody was trying to take some panels or something for their shed. And I didn't just from looking at the phone screen while I was flying, I didn't really see any fresh footprints. So it looks like maybe nobody's been in there in a while. And it's definitely off the beaten path. You know what I mean? So it's not something that people, I don't think, stumble upon very often, like, like a house in the city or something that people would be hitting up all the time. Although clearly people have been in here, the windows are smashed out and whatever. And it'd be interesting to know what they're doing with the place. But yeah, I really don't know. The other thing I never understood was why people got to go there and smash the windows. You know, what I mean, I'm definitely a fan of going into empty places. I like it. It's fun as long as you can kind of be all like covert style and not park right in front. But I've never understood why people feel the need to go in and then like smash every window. It's almost like they're waiting, hoping that a neighbor's going to hear and call the cops. They're like, "Oh, I know. I better break this window." Um, oh well. Everyone's got to do what they got to do, I guess. And although I've mentioned this in other videos, it seems like that as I grow old, because now I'm 40 as fuck, so I'm getting old. Um, I don't seem to go into as many of the abandoned properties like I used to. I used to just, be right on it and go in them all the time. And then now you kind of like, later in life, you sit and worry about getting a ticket or something like that. Although this one, I guess, would be one where you could get more than that because they do have the no trespassing signs and all that. But from what I was reading online, apparently, if you go into like an abandoned house and it's clearly abandoned, like not a break and enter situation, no windows or doors or something like that, it's only a $50 ticket if you go in during the day. Reading a forum online, there were people were saying that's why all the abandoned videos, like all the people that do the explorers, they generally go in during the day because it's like a non-criminal $50 ticket. So not a big deal. And over across the highway there, I don't know if you guys can see in the distance. Well, of course you can. You're looking at the same screen as me. That is like Kelso Conservation Area or something. It's a ski hill and shit. After this, I went over there and flew. So that's going to be on another video. I went basically, somebody forgot to close the gate. It said closed and you're not allowed in, but other people were driving in. So I was like, screw it. And I went in. And I'll talk about that in another video. But anyway, so somewhere in the near future, while I was sitting there, like, that's kind of weird when I say that. But anyways, while I was sitting there flying, somewhere soon in the video, I'm sitting there minding my own business flying. All of a sudden, an SUV, a white SUV, pulls up next to me and it's got like some chick in it. And I look over, I'm like, "Hey, how you doing?" And she just laughed and like drove away. So I was like, "What the hell was that?" I was like, at first I was thinking like, what is this, like a neighbor seeing what I'm doing, or is it like, when I couldn't even tell what kind of SUV, like who it was or whatever, and I saw somebody pulling in, I was like, "Ah, here we go with a cop or something," which would have made for some good content. So unfortunately, it wasn't. But anyhow, later on, you'll see the SUV. She ends up pulling over on the road behind another black pickup truck. So what I figured, this was a love affair, and they were rendezvousing at the golf club to get freaky deaky, if you know what I mean. Bow, chicka, bow, wow, wow, wow. And she thought she was coming to meet me, but I just wasn't into it. So I told her to hit the bricks, hit the road. No, odds are she was just coming to meet a friend or something like that and pulled up to the wrong truck since she went and met someone else in a black truck. Oh yeah, see here's how you know it's the same guy that owned the golf course, because they had a bunch of satellite dishes all next to each other. The guy had an obsession. Like some people are like addicted to alcohol or drugs or porn or whatever. This guy had a satellite addiction, probably satellite porn. But anyway, um, so now I'm like, kind of back on track for what I originally was trying to do, which was fly around the quarry. That's what I was there for. I was scoping it out, trying to find where I was going to get my best flight. The problem I was running into was that there was too many damn people around. I don't know if you guys fly drones and you know what I'm talking about. You want to go fly your drone, so you go out to the middle of nowhere where you don't expect to find anybody, and it's like everybody's parked on the side of the road going to the exact same place you're trying to go. And so this is not the quarry. This is like a flooded out old portion of the quarry. The real quarry is on the other side of the road. We're going to fly across. And anyway, so I was just kind of driving around the block, trying to look to see where I could park and take off, and because there's something cool there. So I'm basically, you guys are going to get to see part of the quarry, but I'm not going to spoil it because I'm going to have to go back out there on a nice day and do the proper fly around. Clearly not yet. I thought this was just the part in the video where I would be doing that, but anyway, here we go. Now I'm going to zip and go over there, and then I think at the top of the screen there, that's the lady parked on the side of the road. Yep, over with her manstress, which is like a dude mistress. Um, so I probably should have went and like landed on the roof of her SUV or something. That would have been funny. Like totally go scope them out, like just to scare them, right? Because they think, oh, who's watching us? Um, anyway, so the what does this guy do? I never even. Oh, that's them right there, walking across the road. That's who that is. I see them there. Um, and sorry if I get you two busted. If somehow it turned out that you guys were doing some shit you weren't supposed to, and all of a sudden your husband or wife's watching this video and it's like, "What were you doing with Larry?" And she's like, "I wasn't." And he's like, "I saw it on YouTube." I'm gonna apologize right now. My bad. I didn't know about your business like that. But anyway, back to the task at hand. I get off track here. So this is a big ass quarry, and the theme with quarries is it's so weird because they make these cool spots, and you got to admit, like it looks pretty cool. It's almost like a little nature preserve. You want to go kayaking or whatever, but these damn quarries are always off limits. They don't even want you looking at it. They put trees up, and they're like, "Don't look at our quarry." Um, and then along came drones. And guess what? Ain't nobody got air rights to their properties, so here I come flying over your shit. Anyway, so I wanted to go flying to the far side of this, but then by the time we get over there, my drone is like getting down on battery power. Basically, I'm down to like 30%. So yeah. Anyway, I just have to fly back and listen, I hate to do this to you guys though. I'm gonna have to let you guys finish the rest of this video without audio because my battery is down to like 7%, and if I don't take this laptop and run downstairs right now and plug it in, this bitch is gonna die. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you'll subscribe. I know I've got the weirdest damn channel out there, but just do it anyway because weird is fun. And I will see you guys on the next adventure. Finish watching the video or don't. I don't give a shit. Do whatever the hell you want, okay? And whatever. Come back for the next one, and we'll go to the ski hill. See you guys next time.